Hey guys, Destin DeMarion back with some tips that's going to help you get through the winter. Now the winter is a tough time for a fisherman in a lot of parts of the country. Where I'm from, we're buried in snow and it was about 5 degrees this morning. So it's not exactly the best place for a bass fisherman that likes the open water. Yes, you can do some ice fishing, but most of us that are bass fishermen, that's not our cup of tea. So what I'm going to talk about is some things that are going to help you get through the winter. No matter if you're in the north or in the south. I know a lot of guys down south are still doing some fishing, but things seem to slow down when it gets cold, and it's been dang cold lately. So I'm going to start off with one thing that I do to get through the winter. The first thing that I really like to do is get my reels out and give them a really good cleaning. I'm going to put a link to a video that I find really informational. It's really helped me in taking apart my reels and being able to put them back together and clean all the right parts. It's a really good video, and anytime you're looking to do something like this that you haven't done before, be careful because there's a lot of small pieces. I watched a YouTube video and I followed along as I was learning, so I got to do it over and over until I felt comfortable with it. And get the manual out for the reel so you can see what pieces are going where. That's really important. And always put it on like a white towel or a white cloth so you're not going to lose those pieces as easily. It's a great thing to do in the winter, and it's something that you have to do. You definitely need to do it to maintain your reels and get the most out of them and for the longest amount of time. I have a lot of reels that I've owned for upwards of 5 years that are still running pretty strong, and I think that's a big part of it. The next thing you're going to do that's going to help you get through the winter is organize fishing tackle. Now, I know a lot of this stuff is generally a boring thing, but when you're cooped up all winter like you are up north, this is definitely something that gets you jacked up because anything revolving around fishing, anything involving fishing is going to be a great thing. I actually enjoy the tackle organization part of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take usually by the end of the year, my boxes are in shambles, my soft plastics are all out of order. So I'm going to go back, kind of spread all the soft plastics out, separate them into different categories. I'll separate them into beaver style flipping baits, craws, drop shot baits specifically, tubes, lizards, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to separate all those into bins. And I'm going to label those bins usually with a piece of tape, and I'll just write whatever the category is. So I'm going to separate those out. And another thing, sometimes if I know exactly where I'm going to be fishing as far as tournaments for the season, I'm going to make specific boxes that are going to cater to those tournaments. And that's something that's going to really help you in the spring and the summertime when you really don't want to be doing this stuff. So the work you put in now is going to pay big dividends down the road. When you finally get some nice weather and you can go out and go fish, you don't want to be doing this. So tackle organization is another thing that helps you get through the winter. And one of the other things that I think is really important is to grow a beard. I know it's little. I know it's not necessarily involving fishing, but I think it's pretty cool. So that was Destin DeMarion's 3 tips to help you get through the winter. Guys, stay warm. Hopefully you can get out and catch some fish pretty soon, and I'll catch you next time.